Hello, I'm Dawn Andrew, Embroidery Specialist for OESD. We're going to look at how to stitch out the In the Hoop Tween door hangers, pack number 12581. There are 6 fun different types of door hangers in this collection. The first one has a pocket that's made out of flower fabric. The second one is for the girls. It says no boys allowed. The next one has a biohazard symbol on it just in case they need it for their room. No parents allowed if they need some privacy, and do not disturb for when they're working on their homework. The last one is one with using chalkboard fabric as the pocket so they can write messages on it with a piece of chalk. Let's gather our supplies. For our door hangers, we'll need the OESD Embroidery Collection In the Hoop Tween door hangers, pack number 12581. Heavyweight wash-away stabilizer. We'll use 2 layers. We're going to work with a product called Fiberform Craft Interfacing Sheet. It will be used in between the 2 pieces of fabric to give it a nice firm foundation. Applique Fuse and Fix can be used for the pocket and for the applique pieces. Temporary spray adhesive, ice cord embroidery threads, embroidery machine, and then your fabrics including the pocket and applique fabrics for each of your door hangers. In your instructions there is a listing for each of the door hangers and what fabrics they will need. We will be working with the flower pocket in this presentation, so we'll need 2 pieces of 6 inches by 10 inch pieces of fabric for your front and back, and a 4.5 by 9.5 inch piece of flower fabric for the pocket. If you want to, you can fussy cut your flowers so that your flower is exactly on the front of what the pocket would be. Then to make your pocket piece a little bit stiffer, then we're going to use a piece of OESD Fuse and Fix. First of all, fold your pocket in half, wrong sides together, and press to measure a 4.5 by 4 3/4 inch piece. And then press a piece of OESD Fuse and Fix between the wrong sides and peel off the paper backing and then simply stick it together. That makes that piece just a little bit heavier so that it will stand up when you're trying to use it as a pocket. Next, we want to cut our pattern for our door hanger. For each of the door hangers, some of them are different shapes and styles, so be sure and cut them out for the appropriate one. And then we're going to cut that out of the fiber form using your door hanger pattern. So we're going to cut a shape out of the fiber form using your pattern pieces. For your applique, you have 2 options in this collection. You can follow the pre-cut applique, so if you want to use the OESD Fuse and Fix for that, then you can, or you can use the cut-in-place applique instructions. The first thing that we're going to do is actually hoop our 2 pieces of heavyweight wash-away stabilizer, and then we'll put our hoop on the embroidery machine and stitch out our first stitch of the embroidery design, which is called the placement stitch. This is going to give us the shape and show us where we're going to be placing our fiber form piece that we cut out and our fabric. You might want to trim this piece of thread that is the jump thread here. I just trimmed it on the front. You don't have to trim it on the back. Next, we're going to take and lightly spray the stabilizer, just a little bit, not too much, or you can also spray the fiber form on both sides if you want. And place your fiber form piece that you cut out from your paper templates over the placement stitch. And then place your fabric right side up, your front, and place that right side up over your fiber form piece. Put your hoop back on the embroidery machine, and we're going to stitch out the second stitch called the cut line and tack down. So you can see that it nicely has stitched the center circle and the outer edge. We're going to take the hoop off our machine. We're going to trim the fabric on the inside of this circle and along the outer edge of that cut line. Put your hoop back on, and we're going to stitch the next color for the design. After you stitch out your design pieces, we're going to stitch the next color, which is called the flower pot placement stitch. This is going to tell us where to put our fabric that's going to be used for the pocket. So here's our fabric. We want to be sure that we place the folded edge of that piece right along the top of where it started and ended the stitching, and then be sure that the rest of it is all covered. Stitch the next stitch, which is the tack down, the cut line and the tack down. Take your hoop off the embroidery machine and trim as close as you can to this double stitching line. Put the hoop back on the embroidery machine, and it will stitch then the flower pot cover stitch. So it's a nice satin stitch all the way around the edges so that your pocket now is complete. Next, we're going to take the hoop off the embroidery machine, trim any of your jump threads, spray the back of the hoop, center and place your back fabric right side up. You may want to go ahead and change your bobbin thread to match your last color right now, and then you're going to put your hoop back on the embroidery machine. Stitch the next color, which is called the back cut line and tack down. So it's going to stitch around the center and around the outer edge. You're going to take the hoop off and again trim that fabric. Put the hoop back on the embroidery machine, and you'll stitch your last color, which is the cover stitch. Now be sure that your bottom thread, bobbin thread, matches this color. So if you did not change your bobbin thread earlier, then you want to do that before you stitch out this last color. Once you're done, you can remove your hoop from the machine and then remove your stabilizer from the hoop and simply just remove the wash away stabilizer from the project. You can go ahead and wash it if you want to, but you can really just, this is perforated, so it's very easy to just pull that out and and push the project through right through the stabilizer as well. And now you're ready to hang your cute little door hanger on the door. We also have another collection that's very similar. It's called the In the Hoop Classic Door Hangers. These have different shapes, and they have different types of sayings on them. There's some for the sewing room, the bathroom. There's a welcome one. There's one for shh. There's a baby sleeping. There's one for just married. There's one for a cat and dog lover. There's a total of 12 different classic door hangers in this collection. That's pack number 12582. They will be stitched out very similarly. There is no applique or pockets on this, so you can eliminate that and just stitch out using your different thread colors. For other videos, you can find them on the YouTube channel under Embroidery Online. If you have any questions, you can reach us at support@oesd.com, and you'll find additional designs and other different types of in the hoop designs at embroideryonline.com or embdesignstudio.com. I want to thank you for joining me today, and if you have any questions, again, be sure and contact us. We hope that you enjoy the In the Hoop Tween door hangers and the In the Hoop Classic door hangers. Thank you.